Hey everybody. Hey, I'm going to give you guys an update on my location here. I'm at uh, Bureau of Land Management area south of Colorado Springs, and it's called the Penrose Commons. Now this is a 14-day free camp, and it's beautiful up here as long as it doesn't rain. Because the road coming up here it was a little tricky, but I had to go slow. I made it, and of course there's other RVs up here, but it was a little bit sketch. But anyhow, I had to get out of the city. I was in Colorado Springs for several months, and I needed some fresh air and some tranquility. I brought my flutes with me and a couple of instruments that I'm gonna camp here for a few days. Situation looks good. I do see a few bees around, but that's all right. Maybe they'll fly away. So anyhow, let me flip this camera and give you guys an idea of the land. So this is kind of looking west, southwest. The city of Pueblo is back west there, I would say maybe 20-25 miles. And I'm just going to pan around here, make this quick. This is the little cul-de-sac that I pulled into. And across the road there is a large parking lot where the ATV people and other trucks with trailers were using that parking lot there. And there's a lot of trails out here. Again, this is Bureau of Land Management in Colorado. And over here, which is quite a distance from me, there's two schoolies side by side. They've got a tarp in between. Looks like they've been there a while. They're set up pretty darn nice. I like it. And then, of course, now we're looking north, almost due north. And over the horizon would be Pikes Peak. But we're kind of down the side of a valley here, and I don't get a view of Pikes Peak. But anyhow, this is the little cul-de-sac. It's got a fire ring, and somebody was kind enough to leave some firewood, and it's just right off the main road. But I did put some orange cones out there so nobody run into me at night. And then here's my RV. I got it set up, and right now I would say the temperature is about 80 degrees. It is warm out here today, but it'll cool down tonight. And I'm kind of up on this little hill here in the valley, and the wind is blowing up from the west against the side of the RV. So and I got my awning out, but I haven't had my awning out in a while. It needed to get out and had some moisture built up in there. There's a cholo cactus right there. Don't run into that. Yep. And we'll pan around back over to the west here. And these are the start of the wet mountains. Down that valley over there is where Canyon City lies. I don't know how many miles. It's probably another 15 or 20 miles. But I'm sorry, these are the foothills of Pikes Peak. not the wet mountains, but we are looking west, and these are juniper trees everywhere. But now once we get over here and look directly west is the wet mountain range. They're way off in the distance, and it's kind of hazy out today, so you might not get a good glimpse of them. And then straight down here is a reservoir. That's Brush Hollow Reservoir, and it looks pretty full to me. I've fished on there, I've canoed on there. I didn't know this land was up here, but I found it on iOverlander app, the iOverlander app. And then I double checked another app, the US Forest or something, to make sure it was on Bureau of Land Management land, and I'm not on some farmers or ranchers' private property. But this is Bureau of Land Management is checked out, and you can still see the wet mountain range back there. On the back side of there is Rye, Colorado, and West Cliff. But that's my new location, and I've got the awning out on the RV, getting some sun. I guess the wind's not too bad over here. And I'm gonna hang here for I don't know. I'm still waiting on a few things to happen for me in Colorado Springs, and it is actually too early to go to Quartzsite, Arizona for the winter. They're still having 100+ degree days down there, so a little bit early. I don't want to go down there in that heat, but it will be cooling down, and I am going to venture further south from here soon, I hope. And my first stop is going to be the UFO Watchtower in San Luis Valley, Colorado. The UFO Watchtower of Colorado. And I'm going to spend a couple of 3-4 days down there and see if we can't find some UFOs, some extraterrestrials. And that'll start my venture further south into New Mexico, and then eventually a month or two from now on over to Quartzsite, Arizona for the winter time. That's my update, folks, and I'm sticking with it. We'll see you down the road. Take care.